Bobby Bones Show.
Yesterday, Amy's kids went and they were a part of the music video for the Get Up, which is Blanco Brown, this song right here. They had trained all the night before to be in the music video.
Right.
And it's a dance.
Right.
So did they show up prepared?
Yeah, I mean, as prepared as possible. I don't know how much of it stuck with them. Stashira was really getting into it, but Stevenson, he was in it at first, and then I don't know if he just got a little stage fright or something, but he said he just started like hiding in the back and not really moving, and I don't know. I mean, I saw a lot of video. I personally wasn't there, but I have all the video and pictures and everything, and yeah, he got home, and all he could say is, I don't know why I did so horrible. Thumbs down, thumbs down. He's like, I was horrible. But I was like, no, I'm sure you did great. You did great. So they had so much fun, though.
The weather was really bad.
It was bad, so it delayed it. So they were there they left at 2:30 and didn't get home until 9 p.m.
Oh, long work day. Been there.
Yeah. I was like, this is what it's like to be,
An adult. You dance all day and get paid for it.
You have a gig. Yeah. I mean.
They're like, being an adult's awesome.
It was supposed to just take like 2 hours, but there was so many weather delays. So it looked fun.
Did you tell them they were getting paid $100 each?
No, they don't know the amount.
Uh-oh. They
They're
didn't
not- they're
tell
not
them during
listening.
this shoot?
I don't think so. I don't even really know how that's happening. I guess they just send it, or maybe they gave it. Maybe the kids have it in their backpacks. I don't know. I need to check on that part.
But it was fun for them?
I mean, it was so fun. I'm so glad because there was times when they were waiting for weather that it was like, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I'm talking, they had to come home and do homework. So then we were up later, and it was just a whole thing to where I was like, maybe we should just scratch this and they come home. But I'm so glad we stuck it out because they loved it.
I do have the results from yesterday's gas station snacks draft. With his first win ever, Lunchbox with 34% of the votes.
Yeah!
Has beef jerky, Reese's peanut butter cups, and hot dogs.
Oh, wow.
Amy, you came in second and in last place and does not get to take part in tomorrow's draft. Eddie with only 10% of the votes.
Oh, man.
I don't get it.
Eddie, I'm very sorry.
I'm so confused.
Eddie's picks were Slim Jim, pizza-flavored combos,
Yeah.
and pork rinds.
Yeah. America's food.
Pretty bad draft.
I've never bought any of those. I buy combos, but not pizza.
Do you want to hear some options for tomorrow's
Yes.
draft?
Oh, no, I don't care.
Because we only do, yeah.
Yeah.
We only do Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I feel you, Eddie. It's no fun to sit out.
I was worried I was never going to get a win.
We can do rom-coms, which is romantic comedies,
Oh.
or we can do sad songs.
Ooh. I go sad songs.
I'll go sad songs too. Okay, we'll do sad songs tomorrow. Tomorrow, have your draft picks ready. Raymundo, you'll be in the Eddie chair tomorrow.
Yeah! I'm ready, dude.
So sad songs tomorrow, and the first pick goes to Amy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So what are you gonna go? Sad songs, probably like.
I'm not telling you.
We're
Don't
picking
say
a
mine,
sad
please.
song.
Please don't say it. I hate it when you say it. I hate it when you try to tease it and be funny and throw some out there, and then it's literally the one I had.
And it's just sad songs, right? It is. There's no format. Just straight up. Yeah.
Just sad.
Everybody Hurts.
songs.
R.E.M.
It's pretty sad. But I figured,
Everybody hurts. Yeah.
But I mean,
Solid first pick, Amy. Solid.
Good job.
pick.
Amy.
man, there's one that's so sad, but I worry that not a lot of people have heard it.
Hallelujah.
Ooh,
But I
that's a sad
cry
one.
every time.
Fix you.
Hallelujah. Oh. When you try your best and you don't succeed. Oh.
Do it, Amy. Do it.
Oh. Or don't close your eyes. Let it be me. Keith Whitley.
Some of them, when you really know the meaning, it makes it more sad.
Okay.
Amy, don't take the girl.
Solid pick.
Yeah.
Eddie, you're not playing.
I know, I
Yeah,
don't
quit
mean- I
ruining
want
all the
songs
songs.
out
You're
there.
not in.
Okay, my bad.
Tomorrow, sad songs. Eddie's eliminated. Raymundo comes in fresh off his lowest score in the history of the draft. Sad songs. Okay. Let's go to. Hey, I can't see their name on the screen, Raymundo, but somebody from Arizona is online.
Courtney.
Too. What? Who is it?
Courtney.
Can I talk to Courtney, please? All right, Courtney, you're on the show. Hi, Courtney.
Hi, oh my gosh, good morning. Morning, studio.
Morning.
Hi, I'm just calling real quick because I'm so excited. I'm going to my first Raging Idiots show in El Paso, and I'm driving by myself from Arizona to do it.
How many
I'm
hours
so
is
excited.
that?
I can't wait. It's like 4.5.
Oh, we love
All
that.
right,
Come
that's
on.
great.
We're going to give you 4.5 hours of laughter then.
Yeah.
Because all
I
the
do
way
not
home,
wait. I
you'll
am
be thinking
so
and laughing.
excited.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Well, Courtney, you're driving by yourself too.
I am, yeah. I've been waiting, like, honestly, 5 years for this because, like, the opportunity just never presented itself. You guys were always just in places that I wasn't, kind of thing. And so you weren't coming to Arizona, and I was like, I'm doing it. I'm making the drive. I don't even care.
Okay, well, how about this? Let's just, Raymond, to get her information, Eddie and I will meet her. We'll bring her back and
Awesome.
say what
Stop it.
If she's going to drive 4.5 hours, the least we can do is say hi and
Yep.
meet you.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. I'm shaking.
Pull over. All right, Courtney, thank you. Hey, stay on the phone, okay? And we'll see you this weekend.
Okay.
All right. Eddie and I
All right,
will be
sounds
in
good.
Amarillo Friday night. There are not many tickets left of that show at all. And then El Paso on Saturday night. Tickets at ragingidiots.com. Coming up, here's the question. If you had a warning label on you, what would that warning label say? Okay, think about that.
I already know.
You all have a minute to think. If you had a warning label on you, what would that warning label say? And we'll do that. And also, this guy who is getting on a flight, I think it's like a Delta flight or an American Airlines flight, and he realizes he's the only one on the flight. He has the whole plane by himself.
Oh, private jet.
It's a really funny video. I do want to tell you about that story, too. All right, hang out. Back in a second.
Bobby Bones.
As a
Bobby Bones.
I reposted this on my Twitter. This guy, he's like, all right, let me go to my plane. And they're like, hey, you're the only one on the flight. It's a Delta flight. It's a big old airplane. And it's like, what? I'm the only one on the plane? And so he's given his own, quote, private jet. Listen to this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to board flight to Salt Lake City from Gate 5. Will the only passenger on this flight kindly board at this time?
That's me.
Mr. Peony?
Yes, I'm coming.
Good evening, Vincent, and welcome aboard.
Thank
We
you.
look forward to taking care of you today.
One guy.
That's awesome.
And he looks
Crazy.
back behind him and it's all open seats. And pretty funny. So I saw that. I do want to do the warning label thing in a second. If you had a warning label on you, what would it say? I want to play Scotty McCurry first. This is it. Bobby Bones Show. You can call us too if you want. 877-77-Bobby. That's our phone number. 877-77-Bobby. All right, so the question is, if you had a warning label on you and someone was like, all right, let me see what this Amy's all about,
Yeah.
what would your warning label say?
Sensitive.
Just warning. Sensitive.
Right. Like my brain, my heart, my skin. I'm sensitive all over.
Physically, emotionally, all sensitivity.
Yes.
Do you want to hear the ones I wrote for you?
Oh, you sure.
I wrote a bunch of them for all you guys.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Warning. Has to pee frequently.
True story.
Warning. Not a great driver.
That's a good one.
True.
Warning.
It's an opinion.
Unable to concentrate.
Okay, fact. 2 facts so far.
Warning, doesn't believe in microwaves.
Yes, but I have one in my house now.
Warning, may spoil movies at any time.
Could happen.
And one final one. Warning, phone calls will last longer than expected if you call me.
Okay. I just went with the first thing that came into my head for me, which was sensitive. But all of those, very true.
Pretty good. I mean, you can roast me too if you want. I don't feel like this is roast though. I feel like this is just good, hearty conversation.
Well, yeah.
Lunchbox, if you had a warning label on you, what would it say?
Warning, gas leaks often.
Yeah, I had that one too. Warning, emits toxic fumes.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, so gross.
For Lunchbox, I have warning, will not pay you back. Don't loan him money. Don't gamble with him. Nothing. Warning, chokes under pressure, aka choke box.
Oh, that's a good one.
Warning, ear protection required. Very loud at times. And finally, warning, may contain strong language. Those are my Lunchbox ones. If I were to do one on me, I think it would be warning, sometimes can be too kind.
Yo, okay, yo.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Warning.
Well, you like that one? That's a good one. Amy, what do you think? Here you go. I'll do mine. Warning.
Wait.
What?
Well, I have some, but go ahead and do yours first. Are these the ones you came up with?
Well, I came up with a bunch for me.
Okay.
Warning. Hates it when you're late. Don't be late.
It's a good warning.
Okay.
Go ahead. Hit me with one. I'll
Well,
trade with
my
you.
first one is warning. He's always early and it's annoying.
It doesn't be annoying. It can be
Oh,
good.
sorry.
It can be good. I think that's a good trait to have.
I know, but just if you go with you somewhere and you're early and you're like, we ride together, then we end up having to go somewhere else to like sit and wait. So it's not awkward that we walk in too early.
How about warning is so considerate of other people's time that he gets there early?
Okay. Warning, if you have a party at your house, he'll show up 30 minutes early and sit awkwardly at the table and be like, what's up? while you're trying to like get food and everything ready.
That's funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Awkwardly, huh?
Oh, it's fine.
Warning has addictive personality.
Yes.
I have that on mine.
Okay.
Warning, do not open. Dead inside.
Oh, no. I have warning, has trouble with commitment.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, well, okay, sorry.
I don't think that's true.
Okay. Yeah, that's true because you have been in relationships that have lasted
And not even just relationships,
a
but
year
commitment
or
in
2
general, I have
years.
no, I'm great
Well, I
with.
was thinking relationship wise because something
Okay, you
beyond,
can say that. If you're going to define that specifically, you can.
Okay, so in a relationship, I know that you have been able to commit for a year, 2 years, even 4 years.
Amen.
To one person. It's not that. But then when something starts to get too real or they're like, hey, because obviously at 4 years, they're at a point that's like, what are we doing? You're like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Gotta go.
After 4 years, you're still like, no.
I was thinking about that yesterday because I'm trying to find a new therapist. And both of my really long relationships, longish, have been them pressuring me to get in them. And they should have. And I'm glad they did. But I didn't walk into any relationship. It's like, here I am. Let's rock it. Both of them were like, all right, I'm out if you're not in. Both of them. What does
Yeah.
that say? Warning.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I kind of got to go into this new therapy stuff with all my history. Going,
Yeah.
okay, this is the, because they asked me like, what do you want to have, talk to your therapist about if you get a new therapist? And I was like, probably just relationships, not romantic, not just romantic, but all relationships.
Yeah.
So they have to go in with all of my data.
Very prepared.
So
Well, that's good. Oh, you think you're close to finding somebody?
in like love or therapist?
Start with a
A
therapist.
therapist. A therapist.
Yeah, closer-ish. I got some help. So I have somebody trying to help. So there you go. We done? Do you have any more for me? I wrote you like 100. You wrote me like 1.
Well, you just told me about it.
Oh.
I didn't know. You had time to prepare. I also have warning, drive super slow. You do. Will you attack my driving?
I drive cautiously.
Normal, I would say.
Warning, if you send him a long text message, he won't read it. He'll reply back, too much text.
Yeah. Now you're just saying things about me. It's not really an over.
No, I mean, things are just coming to me. That is a warning.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
people
yeah.
need to know they need to not text you more than 5 words.
That's what email's for.
Yeah, right. Then that turns into an email. But even if I were to send you a long
Amy
email,
will
you
send a
would
text
be
message
like,
that doesn't
too
even fit in
much
the
text.
screen. That's not a text message.
It is. But just to reply back to someone, too much text. I'm like, sweet. Which leads me to that he's very busy. So warning, he's working all the time.
It's true. Like that one. That one I can do. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Okay. Yes.
You can hop on if you want, 877-77-BOBBY. That's all you got to do. Pick up the phone. Call us. I got a story coming up. A 72-year-old's blank got stuck in his throat during surgery, but he didn't know about it for 8 days.
Oh.
Okay? A 72-year-old's missing blank got stuck in his throat during surgery. He did not know about it for 8 days.
Okay.
And also, I saw that the Grizzlies have been indicted for tax evasion.
What?
Mike D's going to fill me in on this
Wow.
story. I saw some headlines and I saw him going, because I know Todd Chrisley a little bit, him going, I didn't do it. I don't really know what's happening. So I'm going to get the lowdown from Mike D coming up in a second, too. All right, that's on the way.
Bobby Bones.
Bones on.
This is the Bobby Bones Show.
Bobby Bones.
Y'all.
That's awesome.
A guy that was 72 years old, his false teeth got stuck in his throat during surgery, and then they didn't discover it for 8 days. He was having surgery. They were pulling out a lump in his abdominal wall, but they neglected to take out his dentures before the operation. Should he have done that, though?
I mean, I don't know. I guess it should. I don't,
Are they just a safety valve? Like,
I
just
don't
to
remember
check
that
when he's
being on a questionnaire. Like, are your teeth false?
Returned to hospital 6 days later, complained about blood in his mouth and difficulties breathing and swallowing. He's like, I can't eat solid food. So they looked, and his teeth are in the x-ray, like in his throat. He swallowed his teeth. Wild,
But he didn't
man.
know, like, day one, where are my teeth?
Amy, there are a lot of questions I had, too.
Yeah.
Like, should you just take it out before you go? Like,
Right.
that's kind of on you. But I saw that. Poor guy. Hey, Mike D, will you tell me what happened with the Chrisleys? Because I saw on the internet that there was some money problem with the Chrisleys.
Yeah, they're being indicted for tax evasion.
Interesting. Now, what's the story say?
So they're saying that they created like a production company to funnel money through.
Oh, this is like Ozark?
Oh, yeah. Money
Or with
laundering.
TV cameras. Okay, so go ahead.
But they're not funneling like,
listen.
drug money.
Well, just dirty, not
But
not
money's
legal
money.
money.
They're washing
Amy.
it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, but what the Chrisleys are saying that they had an employee in 2012 who set up all these accounts and was making it look like they were not paying stuff, not paying their taxes. They fired him, and then he came back again and said, "No, this is really happening. So this is why it's coming out now."
What do you think's happening?
I think he's trying to get revenge on him.
So you think they're not guilty of tax evasion?
I don't think they are. No.
Okay. I also feel that way. Don't know anything about the story, but I know Todd a little bit.
I know, and they seem so
They
nice.
seem like a group of people that would not tax evade. I'd evade a lot of things, just not my taxes. And I feel like they're the same thing.
And what they did is, at one point, they had this guy supposedly make paperwork that said they were making $4 million a year so they could afford certain loans when they really weren't.
So do you think they're evading?
Ooh, the details in the story made it sound like they're going to prison. They're facing 20 years.
They are?
Yeah.
I just don't believe any. News stories are written for clicks,
Yes.
right? And so I feel like the news is going to be as dramatic as possible. Mike D, you don't think they're involved. Do you think this is a revenge?
I think so, because he had said it way back then and then came back again, going through another, asking, getting someone else on the case. So he seems odd.
And Lunchbox, you think they probably are?
Man, the way he said it, that they had them falsify documents and they signed those documents to get loans that they couldn't afford. Ooh.
Do you ever watch Chris Lee's Know Best?
Yeah. They're funny.
Yeah, I don't see him doing it. You'd think that camera would catch him doing it at some
They're
point.
so
if he
nice.
did.
That's a good point.
Right.
See him out there just evading taxes. The camera's sitting around their house all the time. I never saw them do
Right.
that.
Me neither.
I'm going to go with Team No Evasion. There are two teams I'm on, Team Baby and Team No Evasion.
Yeah.
I'm going to go over to Melissa in Maryland, who's sitting on the phone. Hey, Melissa, thank you for calling the Bobby Bone Show.
Oh, hi, Bobby. Good morning, studio.
Morning.
So many people have called and thanked you, Bobby, and everybody else, and so I feel like I don't have the words to express my gratitude, but I mean everybody that has shared about themselves. I mean, Lunchbox, when you were going through everything you were going through with your son, I had my second son was born in full respiratory arrest. It was a really scary time. And Amy, when you share about your mom, that's really been meaning a lot to me. It just everybody, and then Bobby, you're so open about everything you're going through, and I just think it's amazing. Your show has really been my daily vitamin for the last couple of years since I've been listening to you, and I just wanted to say thanks.
Oh, it's very kind of you. We're her daily vitamin.
Oh.
That's cool.
We're somewhere above Flintstone, but below multi.
Multi-silver.
Hey, that's really kind of you, Melissa. Listen, I don't do well with compliments, so I had to make a joke there. But I appreciate you calling. I'm glad that, you can hang out with us, and hopefully you feel like we're friends. We feel like we're your friend. We hope you listen to the show, and you're like, I'm going to go, all right, time to go drive to work or get my phone and hang out with my buds today. So, yeah, thanks for that. Is there anything that you would like us to do more of? Is there a segment that you look forward to, and you're like, I can't wait for them to do this again?
Well, I always love Amy's Morning Corny. And so definitely keep that going. And I'm really enjoying the daily draft.
Oh, so we moved it to Tuesday and
you
Thursday. Do you feel like 2 times a week is too
I
much?
know. No,
Okay.
I feel like you need to do it more than Tuesday and Thursday. I mean, I can see where you wouldn't do it every day. Maybe Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or something. I don't know.
Well, tomorrow we're
You always
doing
have a lot going on.
sad songs tomorrow. What would you take as the first overall pick tomorrow in the sad song draft?
Oh, he stopped loving her today.
Oh, solid. Yeah, solid. Amy, you have the first pick.
Yeah.
George Jones.
Yeah. He stopped loving her today.
Oh,
Nice.
and she knows the melody. She's ready. She's loaded with it.
Yep.
Okay. Melissa, thank you for calling. Really appreciate that. And we love when people tell us what they're feeling or not feeling because it helps us do a better show. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Have a good day.
You too.
There
Bye.
we go. Oh, that's a good one, Amy. Lean
Yeah.
on that one.
I have some in my back pocket. I'm not saying what they are.
I would pick that one, but I'm not playing.
I think the listeners would like it, honestly. But hey, you don't worry about it. Just worry about you. Don't worry about them, the listeners.
I am. I
Amy.
am worried about me.
All right. Dan and Shay, all to myself. Bobby Bone Show. Hey, hop on if you want. 877-77 Bobby. Would love to talk to you.
I'm jealous of the blues.
This waitress was given quite the tip. She was given a Buick car as a tip.
What?
Mm-hmm. Must have been delivering that food on time.
Wow.
And heated to the right temperature. So,
new car or used car?
Well, I'm glad you asked. A waitress at a Mexican restaurant in Arkansas was left a pretty big tip. A couple who are regulars at the restaurant brought her outside the restaurant. That's where they handed her the keys to a brand new 2019 Buick Encore.
Wow.
The couple says that God led them to the gift for her. How about that?
What? That's so awesome.
Where is this restaurant?
You want to go eat there now?
Well, it's like, I'm from Arkansas. Double shift at Abuelo's Mexican restaurant. It doesn't say what town it's in, though. That's crazy, huh? I wish I was a regular somewhere.
Yeah,
it
I
also
know.
makes me envious of just being a regular somewhere.
Where you walk in and they're like, hey, Bobby!
I wonder where I would be a regular. Like there's a smoothie place that I go to a little bit,
Yes.
but they just remember this skinny guy with the glasses more so than I'm so much a regular. But
I talk to the people at my juice place by my house.
For sure the gym that I go to, but I also own the gym.
Okay.
Doesn't
that
count.
doesn't count, does it?
So, before I owned it, I think, because I would go, I have the title on Church Street, and I would go in and be like, Bobby, what up? So maybe the gym, but now it's a little different.
Yeah. At Burger Up, the bartender knows this. Is that bad?
The bartender.
No, that's good. You guys go to Burger Up enough?
We go there a lot, and we sit at the bar and we'll order food for the kids, and then we order stuff. And yeah, he's like, if I go in to pick it up to go, because you can go through the bartender to do to go, and he'll be like, "How are the kids?" I'm like, "They're great." That's always fun.
Morgan number 2, they know you at the club when you walk in?
Jason Aldean's.
Yeah, when you go over there? They're like, there she is, Morgan number 2.
Yep.
Apparently the restaurant was in Rogers, Arkansas, which is northwest Arkansas, up near Fayetteville.
Cool.
Up near that area. Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
Love it.
I was reading this story about this first date. This woman goes, she's in Florida, and she goes on a first date, and it starts at Denny's, and then it ends on a high-speed chase after the man she met online flees police after a traffic stop.
Oh, no.
Which I guess gets awkward. A couple in Florida went on a first date to Denny's last week. Then the guy bailed after the high-speed chase and then runs into the woods, and she's like, what is happening? Like, I just met the dude. I don't even know his last name. Well, that's a fun first date story to have the rest of your life, though.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you don't get hurt, that's a great story. So, a woman in Palm Coast, Florida met a guy on a dating site, and they got together at a date at Denny's. It went well because they hopped in the guy's car and were heading back to, they're saying, the woman's house. Listen, you handle your own business. I don't know what's happening there.
I would not. Well.
But a cop pulled him over because the guy had issues with his tags. And instead of stopping, the guy's like, I'm out. So, Brown takes off. The car then pulled over because the cops were on him. And he just gets out and takes off running in the woods. The woman got out of the car, told the cops she didn't have anything to do with the chase. She goes, I don't even know his last name. Like, was it Jones, Smith? I don't know. Here you go.
He didn't say anything to you other than I don't have a license. You don't have a license. And that's why he took off.
He was exceeding the speed limit, driving very erratically. She was very scared in the vehicle, she told us. She didn't really know his last name. She knew him by 2 different first names.
Whoa, what?
Oh. 2 different first names.
I think his first name.
I wonder what website they met on. That's for sure Tinder, right? That one's for sure Tinder.
Right.
All right, thank you guys. Hit us up if you want. 877-77-Bobby. Would love to talk to you. You have some input. You have a question. Get on.
It's time for the good news.
With Amy.
Tell me something good.
A dad took 33 family members to Hawaii with 1 million airline miles.
I saw that.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
You have all these miles saved up and you just, man, what if you're like the 34th family member that didn't make the cut?
Or
35th.
What if you're just like taking family member spouses too, that you ran out of family members? You're just like, I got more points.
No, I think it's amazing. People in his family ranged from ages 2 to 72.
You got to pay for a 2-year-old?
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
Once
2.
they become 2.
Yeah.
But how are you going to check ID? I'm like, he's 1 month old. Prove it.
You have to have a birth certificate to get on the plane.
Oh,
Interesting.
Yeah.
That'll get you.
I try to, because on Southwest or whatever, you can do family boarding, but they have to be a certain age. And Stevenson looks so small. And you want to all sit together.
Yeah.
So sometimes we just like he's 9 now, but I think we can still get away with him being 5, so we can still do family boarding.
He does look like a big 5-year-old.
Yeah, he's definitely growing, but he's tiny for his
Yeah.
age. He doesn't look 9, right?
I don't know what a 9-year-old looks like. I don't look at a lot of 9-year-olds. To be honest with you.
Good. Keep it that way,
I'm not
Bugs.
even walking into this.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
But shout out to Sam Pratt, who treated his family to this trip to Hawaii. I
It's good.
love it.
I love that too. There's a Bobbycast episode that I have with Morgan Evans, who sings, "Sometimes you gotta kiss somebody." You know that song?
Yeah.
Him and I are talking about how much we fly around for work. And we get into the comparison of miles, because we both just travel for work all the time. And so when you fly for work, you still get the miles accredited to your account.
Right.
My Southwest account, I had like 500,000 miles.
That's
And
what he bought us with.
I gift people flights all the time. It's just like, here, take, because I fly so much. So
Or
get
you
that-
could take your show family to Hawaii.
Yeah. Aloha.
Yeah. Eddie, you're like 40.
Oh, I can't say that anymore. Yas, queen.
Yes.
Check that episode of the Bobbycast out with Morgan Evans. It's a good one. Amy, that's a good story. And there you go. That's what it's all about.
That was Tell Me Something Good.
My favorite thing is, Eddie, is I yell, you're like 40. I'm 39.
So you can say it.
I'm
So
also
true.
like 40. Eddie, I'm still good for like another 9 months or so.
You punks.
17, you don't.
Hey, tell me the story about the wedding crasher, because as I was watching the news at 4 o'clock this morning, they kept going, wedding crasher in Texas continues to crash.
Yeah.
How does that make the news, though?
Well, because authorities are asking the public to identify her because they have video footage of her using the cards. And she's been involved in a series of thefts at wedding venues over the past several months.
So she's not crashing just a wedding. She's stealing. I thought she was just going to dance.
Well, I mean,
like hang out and eat food.
She
Have
does.
a few beers. Why is this even a news story?
Right. She's uninvited to these weddings. She poses as a guest, and then she steals the gifts. Mostly gift cards and cash that's left for the bride and groom, obviously. And she just kind of like sticks in her bag. And surveillance photos were taken early August, and that's what's helped deputies link the woman to the gift cards. Anyway, they posted images of her on Facebook.
It looks like those Bigfoot pictures, though.
Right.
You know how it just you can kind of tell it's somebody, but you're
blurry.
not sure. Yeah.
Oh, I checked them out. It was on Comal County Crime Stoppers, which is around the New Braunfels area.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't recognize her. Because, you always want those moments where you, like, see it. People, like, catch people and you...
Do you want to recognize someone on that, though? Because I don't.
First, this is innocent.
That'd be fun.
I only know, like, 11 people.
What?
And if one of them are on there, that takes my circle down.
Oh, no. I want to call and be like, Crime Stoppers, I know that woman. Or I've seen her.
Were you talking in that voice?
I don't want to, like...
Crime Stoppers, let me tell you what I'm wearing first.
I don't want to, like, know her, like, be my friend.
Yeah.
But I want to, like, know of her.
If you saw that it was me and I
Yeah.
had been stealing from weddings,
I'd come to you first.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good friend.
and
Yeah.
say what?
I would say, Bobby, do you need help?
And I would say, no, don't tell. And then what would you do?
No.
Oh, good one.
Well, first I would ask, like, are you good? Like,
Yeah, I
you
just
need
like
some
stealing.
money?
I just like stealing.
Okay, so you're a kleptomaniac.
Yeah, I love
We
it.
need to get you some help because I don't want to have to turn you into the police.
But would you turn me in?
For this, no. But like for murder,
Oh.
yes.
Well, we escalated quickly.
Yeah, real quick.
We
'cause
went
I
from
mean-
stealing Chili's gift cards to murder.
Because it depends on the crime. Like certain things, no. I'm just going to try to help you as a friend and give you a heads up so you can go on the run or turn yourself in maybe if you want to. That's that. But if you do something really bad, I don't know. We're going to have a team meeting and we'll probably turn you in.
Did you ever watch Unsolved Mysteries and then be like
Yes.
scared to death and looking for the person at the same time?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Robert Stack would come on.
And that music would like get
That
me all
creepy,
scared.
and you would think that the actor was the real person too.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, how'd they get the murderer to actually act the scene out again?
I know a guy
like
that was
9.
one of like a child actor and got to act in the Unsolved Mysteries as a kid. And I'm like,
That's
God, were you
cool.
so scared though?
They should bring that show back. Of all the reboots they're doing, they could probably do a newer, more relevant Unsolved
Yeah.
Mysteries.
Yeah.
Robert Stack can't do it. I don't think he's alive anymore. But he was part of it too. He would come up in the fog,
Mm-hmm.
And his voice was.
and that music
Yeah.
would be haunting you. And then for sure you thought you were also going to get abducted.
It would. Anytime after we would watch Unsolved Mysteries, I think it was on Friday nights, maybe, wasn't it? And in between like our living room and then where our bedrooms were in our house was this huge window with like no curtains or anything. And I would have to like prepare myself to go through that and I would sprint because I was so scared of Unsolved Mysteries.
And you were 22?
No, I was like 9.
Oh, okay. Because I was
8.
22.
But I
Yeah.
mean, it just was funny how I couldn't even go from one house to the other after watching that.
I would get nightmares. But that's why I don't watch scary movies either.
Yeah.
That's why I don't read Twilight. I told
That's
you, I
true.
tried to read Twilight and had vampire nightmares. I did read last night, I'm reading this book called Accidental Presidents, which is about the 8 people that became president without meaning to become president. They were either vice president or, the president died or was impeached and quick nutty story.
Yeah, I like these.
At one point, this is when John Tyler was the president, they were showing off a boat and they were like, check it out. We got this new boat. I think it was called the Princeton. And they were proud of the American Navy. And they were like, boom, they shot one off like a victory shot. And they had all the rich people and all the high-ranking politicians on this boat, like a socialite thing, like, get on the boat. And they were like, yeah. They pulled in, boom, they shot another one, like the big cannon. And they went to the guy and they were like, hey, let's shoot another one. And the guy's like, the boat can't handle it. We can't shoot another one with this big cannon. And they go, no, do it. So he does it again. Killed tons of all famous and all the politicians. It killed
them?
It's the biggest, untalked about political disaster ever. The president almost died. Had he not went back down because he was flirting with a girl, he would have died.
He was flirting with a girl?
What
well,
girl?
yeah, his other wife had died.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's a girl he ended up marrying. Anyway, it's
Oh.
crazy. Crazy. They were out like, our Navy now rocks. Boom. And then it killed like the head of the Treasury. It was massive.
Wow.
I've never heard that story before.
Yeah, it's the most untold crazy story ever. I was reading like I was Hunger Games last night. I was like, oh my gosh, I've never even heard of this before. I was nerding out last night.
Yeah, that's so weird. And speaking of the politics and presidents and DC and stuff, crazy stuff, my husband and I started that show, The Family, that you told us about on Netflix.
Good or no?
The good parts are so they have actors reenacting stuff. Hold on. It's a combo. So they have actors reenacting, and then they have the real people that they cut to that are in like interview, like sitting in a chair and they've aged and they're older and they're kind of saying, yeah, that's legit how it was. So when they go to the real people, I like it. But when they're acting, I don't like it.
Like
It's
Unsolved
weird.
Mysteries.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I'm like, they should have just done it full documentary style for whatever reason. Because sometimes I like the acting. I don't know. But in this particular show, it's a little cheesy.
The Family's on Netflix. It keeps coming up on my you should watch it thing too. I saved it on my list. But it's a show about, how would you describe it? Because I haven't started it.
Okay, well, so we just saw episode 1, but it's basically this group of followers of Jesus. They don't even it's not a particular religion other than that. It's these guys that all lived in a house together, and their main thing was to support politicians. I'm only on episode 1, so I don't really know how they're going to go about doing it. But
I
yeah,
guess money.
they play it's weird. They play basketball, they rake leaves, and then they help politicians like clean and do all kinds of things. I don't know. I feel
clean
like
their
it's
bodies?
toilets.
Oh.
I'm telling you, it's weird.
All right, give me that update tomorrow.
Yeah. Well,
when you know more about it.
if I can watch it.
How much did you watch?
Because so far, I don't think you know much about it.
I'm telling you, that's a direct quote from
I
the
think
show.
you were watching Property Brothers. And you
No, one guy was trying to get another guy to join.
Sometimes you fall asleep and you get like half the thing in your dream. Morgan Wallen, Whiskey Glasses, Bobby Bone Show.
Okay.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us. I'm on Instagram, Mr. Bobby Bones, if you guys want to hop over and follow Mr. Bobby Bones. Thank you.
Show.
I got a couple things I want to jump into. I have this groom who had too much to drink, and he had to be fed by his new wife's mom at the wedding. And then I just wonder if any of our listeners got accidentally a little too drinky at their wedding.
Yeah.
And they kind of realized halfway through, I had too much to drink. And it's later in the show, too. So you can call us if you got a little too drunk at your own wedding. 877-77-BOBBY. I have that one. I have people thought that drinking blank would cure cancer or autism. When I tell you what they were doing, and the FDA is like, stop.
Have I done it?
Maybe, and you didn't tell us.
Okay.
But I can't
I like to
believe,
get ahead of things.
can't believe people were doing this, but a lot of people were doing it. The FDA had to come out and go, stop, this will not cure cancer. It will not cure autism.
Okay.
So we're going to do that too. I have those two. And Amy, I have a quiz for you. We're going to play Alive or Not Alive.
Okay.
Because you weren't sure if Keith Whitley was dead.
True.
Talking about, don't close your eyes.
This is a good game.
So we have that
Oddly.
coming up
Well,
too.
no, it's good, but also awkward.
If you leave, you're going to miss those segments. We got some good ones on the way. Thank you very much.
Bobby Bones Show.
What coffee do you choose to start your day?
Bones Show.
The groom was so drunk he couldn't even use his arms. That's how the story starts. It's a wedding,
Wow.
and he had so much to drink. So the mother-in-law fed him, and there's a picture of her giving a thumbs up sarcastically to the camera, like, ugh. And so people were just trashing him, going, how can you get so drunk at your own wedding? Well, asked callers to call if they had stories like this, and I thought maybe we'd get one. I look, it's every phone line. It's like it's like bad as a dog tick
So
over
this
here.
happens. Okay.
Bursting. Let's go over to Maggie in Florida. Hey, Maggie, let's talk about your wedding for a second.
Okay, my husband got so drunk, I looked over and he's sliding down the wall, so I went over and I'm trying to hold him up against the wall, and people are going, oh, look, they're hugging, how cute, and they're taking pictures of him. He's 6 foot and I'm 4'11", and I'm trying to hold him up.
What happened for him to get so drunk? Was he nervous?
I have no idea. I think the guys were making him drink shots.
At the wedding?
At the wedding.
A little early, huh?
Yeah, a little early.
maybe-
We didn't even cut the cake yet.
Maggie, thank you for the call, Maggie. Let's go over to Mackenzie in New York. Now, Mackenzie, you're not married yet, right?
No, I'm getting married in October.
And your concern is?
I am worried that my fiance is going to get too drunk before the ceremony starts.
Now, are you going to have a talk with him?
Yes, but I know his, best man may be a bad influence on him. So I'm nervous if I should have my mother-in-law there kind of babysitting or what. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it without ruining his, his day too.
I would think he would love to have your mom with him the whole day. I think that would be fantastic.
Uh-huh.
Like, it'd really make the day perfect for him.
So special.
Yeah, well, I want him to have a good time, but I also want him to remember it. And, I know he's going to be nervous, but it's important.
Yeah, maybe you can not drink until after the vows. And then you can lightly start. By the end of the
That's a
night,
good idea.
go do your deal. Like, you want to get plastered. But I think you really have to kind of chart yourself. Nothing. Maybe one drink to be, I don't even drink. So I say this as someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. But like maybe a drink to get loose, like so you're not so nervous.
Right.
That's it. No more drinks. And then you go to the reception where there is wine. You have a couple drinks. It's fine. After the best man gives his speech, then go to town.
Let it rip.
Get S-faced if you want.
Wait, no. I don't. No, she wants him to still remember.
You
and
know
then,
that all the wedding stuff's what you remember.
even the rest of the party. But correct me if I'm wrong, but as a bride, I don't want at any point for him to be totally out of it. Like,
Maybe he does
I get
want at
you're
all
saying,
points to be out of it.
Okay.
Well, and then some people wait till their wedding day to.
Yep.
And then they're not going to
And
be
then
able
you're not
to.
gonna it's not going to happen.
Listen, most people aren't doing that.
Oh, they're not? Okay.
Unless you're like a Duggar. Greg in
Okay.
Tennessee, you are on the phone. How are you, Greg?
I'm doing pretty good. So basically the story is I got so drunk from all my friends buying me shots that I ended up sleeping in the bed with my brother, passing out in bed with my brother, and I didn't get to sleep with my wife on my wedding night.
Oh, man.
Told you.
Awesome. Did you do it?
Yeah. No, I
says
just got so drunk. I don't know. Everybody was bringing me shots. My wife was making me take shots. My whole family, we all party. So it was, yeah. I can hold my own pretty well, but.
Sounds like it.
That was, that was pretty good.
But I would say that's okay as long as you remember the wedding. Do you remember the actual wedding?
Oh, yeah. I remember everything. We didn't start drinking until we had a cocktail hour where we were taking pictures. And then shortly after that, we just had a party. I mean, we had a taco bar. We had, queso, everything. So
I got
we were
no
having fun at our
problem
wedding.
with his story. I got no
Yeah.
problem with at the reception. You want to go, B to the W? Go. Do it. It's okay. I'm down with this guy.
Yeah.
Wait till I get married. I'm going to have so many virgin pina coladas. You guys are going to
Ooh.
hold me down.
Sugar rush is going to be crazy.
Let me do Eric in New Orleans. You're on the Bobby Bone Show. Eric, what's up, bud?
Hey, Bobby. Morning, studio.
Morning.
I had my brother brought down some homemade apple pie moonshine from East Tennessee. We're right outside of New Orleans, and I got a little too much. They were favors for everybody. He made little mason jars to give away as wedding favors for the end of the reception, and everybody started drinking them during the reception instead of taking them home. And there were no more mason jars left.
That's funny. They didn't even wait to take him home. They just went to town.
yeah, some people didn't even get any because people were still put them in their purse and their jackets and all that. So, and we had a 6 a.m. flight to go to Alaska the next morning to start our honeymoon, and it didn't end till midnight, you know, because we had bought extra hours with the reception hall, and I was still hungover and drunk at the airport in the morning, and my wife has never flown before. So we're in the New Orleans airport, and I'm sitting there, and she's like, well, which way do we go? And I'm like, So, and then we get to Houston for connecting flight to Alaska, and I ran to hop on the little trolley that goes, you know, through the air to your next gate, and I had her passport, her license, and all that, and she didn't quite make it through the doors in enough time.
Oh, no.
So I was waving bye to her as she was waiting on the next trolley.
I'll miss you, bud. All right, hey, thank you for the call. I'm going to do one more, Amy. This one's good. This is Garrett in Florida Garrett, you have a wedding venue. You see this happen a lot?
Yes, yeah, we have a wedding venue, and it's kind of a country theme. It's a barn wedding, and we get a lot of country boys that come in and are drinking all day, and the bride and groom never get to eat. So they get pretty trashed. It happens with the bride just as much as it does with the groom.
Yeah, because
guess
you're not
so.
eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I guess so. And we have a bride here. She said she was the drunk bride. Hey, Kate in Arkansas, you're on. You were the drunk bride?
Oh, no. My husband and I had an agreement where if I got to the altar and his left eye was droopy, then I would know that he was drunk. So all day long, he would ask his groomsmen whether his left eye was droopy, because then he knew that he wouldn't get in trouble whenever I got to the altar.
That's funny because that's what he does. That's his sign.
Yeah, that is definitely his sign. If his left eye is droopy, I know he is trashed. And so that was our agreement, that as long as his left eye was not droopy, that he was good.
Thank you for the call. Here's the one. Blair in Louisiana, you were the drunk bride.
Was.
Yeah?
My nerves were really bad, so I drank a lot before the ceremony and didn't realize it. And my sister kept bringing me drinks all night. Best maid of honor ever. And we went back to the room at the end of the reception, and my husband went to change, and somehow I got out of my dress and passed out before he came back in the room.
Oh, and you just stayed passed out.
Yeah, and that was probably the worst hangover I've ever had.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was rough. He forgave me, though. You know, we have kids now, so we're good.
Hey, thank you, Blair. Hey, thank you for all the calls. Wow. I mean, Amy, I could do 100 calls here.
Yeah.
I thought maybe we
I
could get
guess
one.
it happens.
Everybody at the wedding's drunk, apparently. I had no idea that was the case. Kane Brown, Heaven, Bobby Bone Show. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. You want to hop on? 877-77-Bobby. That's the phone number. 877-77-Bobby. Okay, Runaway June, Buy My Own Drinks on the show right now. Check it out.
Yeah.
We were talking about Keith Whitley yesterday. We did on This Day in Country Music, and we were playing Don't Close Your Eyes, Let It Be Me. And Amy's like, is he still alive? And we're like, actually, no. Tragically, he died way early. It's a pretty famous story. That's okay. We don't catch all the big stories.
Well, I remember it now.
Yeah.
Once I went and I read about it, I was like, oh, yes, we have talked about it. And yeah, very sad.
I'll give you two celebrities. Tell me if they're alive or not alive.
Oh, wow.
Great.
Ready?
Ready.
Bob Barker, known as the host of Price is Right. Alive or not alive?
Please spay and neuter your pets. Pretty sure he's just retired and he's alive.
95 years old, still alive.
Okay.
Alive or not alive? Hank Williams Jr.
Alive.
He is.
Oh, thank goodness.
We did it today in
I was
Country
gonna be
Music
so
on him
embarrassed
when
if
he
he
fell
was-
off the mountain and
Right,
cracked his face all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd not have been a good one to miss.
I know.
Just saying.
I know.
I mean, I was looking. I followed Cadillac 3 on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
They were just playing with him the other day.
Yeah, he's alive and
Yeah,
well.
he's very alive.
Yeah. And I'm like, dead.
Little Richard. You know who Little Richard is? Tutti Frutti.
Oh,
Rudy. Tutti Frutti. Oh, Rudy.
He's dead.
He's alive.
Oh, shoot.
He's 86 years old.
Congrats.
How about former President Jimmy Carter?
Oh, he passed away.
I think he just tweeted something the other day.
He just loaded a Southwest plane. There's a big story when he went through shaking everybody's hand. Yeah.
Wait.
He's like big into Habitat for Humanity. He's 94.
Is he sick?
He's just old.
Just old.
Somebody close to him died.
Okay.
Maybe his wife?
George Michael. You know,
Oh, rest
you
in
gotta
peace.
have faith to faith to faith.
Rest in peace, George Michael.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Not alive.
He
Okay.
died?
Yeah, Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, that's based on that
It
one.
was tragic.
Amy, stop now with all. Amy's like, it was so
was. It
sad.
was. I
And
don't
she's
think-
called 3 other people dead so far. Okay.
come on.
Alive or not alive? Jerry Lee Lewis. If you're not familiar, goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Oh.
You shake my nerves and you're right on my brain.
He wasn't on that famous plane crash? Richie?
No, he was not.
He was not.
We can give her that. That's so far out that we
That's
could
Buddy
give her
Holly, the Big Bopper.
They were going to take the bus. And then
Jerry
they-
Lee Lewis. Alive or not alive?
Alive.
Alive. Correct. 83 years old.
Married his cousin.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh.
him. Ugh.
Richard Simmons. Known from Sweating with the Oldies. Just being an all-around kooky fella. Richard Simmons.
Alive?
You're doing all right now.
He was missing for a while, though.
Oh, that's right.
So that's why I was like, did they find him?
Him and Jimmy Carter were hanging out. One more. Hugh Hefner.
Oh, rest in peace. Dead. That's what that
no,
means.
it's alive or not alive. We've changed the game from dead or alive. Because dead just is not good.
Well, rest in peace
Just
is
to yell out
respectful.
dead. So next time we call it
Dead.
alive or rest in peace.
Yes.
Alive or RIP.
Right, rip.
Mike,
It
do
is
you
better
think-
than dead.
Think about that one. Next time we'll play alive or RIP.
Okay. Thank you.
Mary Tyler Moore. You're gonna make it after all.
Alive?
Not
Oh,
alive. I'm
rest in
sorry.
peace.
One final one. Muhammad Ali.
Dead. Alive.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
No, wait, which one?
Wait, which
You
one?
just said
You
three
said all
answers.
three.
She goes, dead, alive, rest in peace. Not alive or alive is the answer.
Not alive.
Okay, there you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
And by the way, that was a Mike D special.
A Mike D special.
Thank you. I don't know that you did that well. I stopped keeping track when you started yelling out terms.
President Carter, I'm so sorry.
Big fan. Big
Because I
listener
know
all the
he's
time.
listening right now, probably on WMCQ in DC.
He doesn't live in D.C. He's from the South.
Oh, my gosh.
The presidents don't stay in D.C. after the.
He's not still at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
And you don't get a room forever in the White House.
I'm sure he has like a condo or an apartment in DC.
Are you sure? He's like
for
100.
life.
He's like
yeah.
100.
Where? Okay. Well, okay, Smarty Pants. Where does he live?
I would say he lives in Georgia. Will you look and see where President Carter resides now, Mike D, please, and put it on my screen?
I would like all addresses that he owns, please. All properties.
I feel like Smarty Pants got that one right.
Who's that?
You.
Oh, he probably did.
Well, let's
Bobby's
just see.
very
I may
smart.
Not, I may not be right. He could not live in Georgia anymore. So I'll have Mike put it up on the screen. I'll let you know. By the way, drinking bleach. But he lives in Plains, Georgia.
Smarty Pants.
Someone just texted me on this text screen here, and they did trivia. And as soon as it popped up, I asked Eddie, and I was pretty proud of myself.
Because you knew it.
Yeah.
I'll vouch for you.
Oh, it says, hey, Keith Whitley's son here. Thanks for talking about my dad on the radio. Legends never die. Keith
Oh,
Whitley's
that's
son
cool.
just
Oh,
texted me.
shout
That's
out.
really awesome.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta find my tweet again. But it says, or my text, a trivia question. Which band named after a person from the 1990s was started in Gainesville, Florida? And I yelled, Eddie, what do you think it is? And you yelled,
I said Duncan Sheik.
oh, and I said, Sister
Sister Hazel. Right away you said it.
It was Sister Hazel.
Good job, dude.
I love trivia.
Finally, I figured it out.
But
Trivia
it's
is
been,
fun when you're right.
Yeah, that's why I love it.
I know.
Good head. By the way, drinking bleach will not cure autism or cancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
The FDA had to put out a warning. Federal regulators issued a warning saying don't drink chlorine dioxide, because they're saying it doesn't cure autism or HIV or cancer. Like, stop. The products known as Miracle Mineral Solution, and they have a bunch of names. They have not been approved by the Food and Drug Administration and can have life-threatening side effects. So they're like, hey, stop it.
Wow, they're selling it and marketing it as a cure for those things?
I guess so.
The Facebook ad?
Ingesting these products is the same as drinking bleach, said FDA Acting Commissioner Ned Sharpless.
Mm.
Hey, Raymundo, will you pull up Sister Hazel? I think they're a country band now.
They are?
Now that I say that out loud, I'm not certain. I loved them back when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But
you know B-sides. Like, you know
yeah, I was Sister
the
Hazel
deep
guy.
tracks.
Sister Hazel was an American alternative rock band from Gainesville, Florida. It was named after Sister Hazel Williams, a local missionary who ran a homeless shelter.
Wow.
How about that?
Love that.
Yeah, here we go. This is All For You. Is that the name of the song? Check it out. Remember this jam, Amy?
Oh, yeah. Finally, I figured out.
There it is.
Yeah.
Finally, I figured out, but it took a long, long time. Now there's a turnabout, maybe if they're still a band, if they're doing music, they can come in and play. I'm cool if they'll play this song and they can do one of their country songs.
Yeah.
Not even sure. I'm not. Mike D, are they a country band now? Oh, they are? Seems like I heard that. Okay. Well, go. Well, here's an official. I'm not even really doing interviews anymore on this show. I'm kind of over it. How many times can I interview the
We
same
just
person?
got these cute interview chairs.
I know, but I'm like, how many times can I interview the same person? 72 times?
Well, I mean, there's a first time in this chair.
That's true. You know who I do have coming up Friday is Red Akins. Boom.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because I actually don't think we
haven't.
haven't.
And I know him a little bit. Boom. Look at Raymundo with the audio. So he's going to come in. Love him. And he's going to hang out and talk and play some songs. So that's good. And I'm going to bring Cody Allen in next week, too. So to me, I'm like, I've had it. How many times can I have the same artist in? 1,100? Because I've done it. So otherwise, I'm not doing any interviews anymore. I'm done.
But Sister Hazel.
I'll bring them in.
Invite. Okay.
Just for me. I won't even put it on the radio. I just be like, like that song. No, they can be on the radio if they want. Okay, the end. Thank you very much.
The Bobby Bones Show.
The Hyundai Shopper Assurance Program, modern